everybody, Tim and Vera here. This is our 2017 Nissan NV2500 that we converted into a solar power camper van. About a year ago we started this project. It's been about 6 months since our last video. This is kind of a follow-up and a couple of things we didn't show you on the first time around. We have about 8,500 miles on it. We're averaging about 16.2 a gallon. Our high mark was 17.5 a gallon. Come on around back. I'll show you our outdoor shower. We use this 90% of the time when we're out west. It was pretty warm. This is really comfortable and cozy. Just a rack I made from scrap wood. A handheld shower. Wash yourself, do what you gotta do, put it back. Everything works out fine. This is my my cassette toilet. Pull it out, dump it. We haven't been to a dump station since we've had it. We dump it, bathrooms on the road, parks, doesn't matter, right down the toilet, no problem. And it's legal in most areas as far as I know. This is my gray water. It's a 13-gallon tank here. The hose hooks up to here. The gray water comes out. 13 gray, 10 fresh. The cassette is independent. If you look to the side here, this is actually the high point of the gray tank. Then it comes down at an angle here to 8 inches on this end. But it really, everything's worked out great. I've been in the building trades for over 40 years, so I have a vast knowledge of electrical, plumbing, mechanic abilities, Anyway, we have plenty of storage here. Everything works out fine. Come on back around the side here, and we'll go back into, this is our Fiamma awning, which, gives you a whole other room here. It's really great. We have an Alps table that we set up if we need it. Here at a park, we have a bench with us. But, it's really, it's another home. This is a little brush rack I made just from a couple of brushes, brush off your feet. It actually goes this way. Brush your feet off before you go in. This is, as I said, we're in sleep mode here. We were this way 90% of the time we were really traveling. It's just there's a little more storage, and the table is nice and functional when you're inside, but we use underneath here for storage. The table centerpiece is here. This is a bifold piece of wood with 2 legs that drop down for support. There's a cleat on each end. This is our cooler here, the angle cooler, 25 quart, 3 ice packages. Keep this between 40 and 50 degrees for 24 hours, depending on how often we open it, if it's in, direct sun and the ambient temperature. Plenty of storage down there. Vera's going to come up on the side here and show you a minor change we made on the inside. We did have the cooler here, but we decided to get a little more cooler space, and I made this insulated box. This is a 1/2-inch solid polystyrene foam. This has an R factor of about 3, maybe a little more, 4 in that range. It's on it if you read the board. But anyway, 1 ice pack in this soft cooler keeps things between 50 and 60 for 24 hours. And we have the angle refrigerator freezer on the other side that we use to make ice all the time. 3 weeks on the road and everything ran fine. We didn't have anything spoil. We had frozen food. We had cold drinks. We had everything we needed and more. As I said, the freezers are in here. On the last video we showed you that. Everything works great there. One of the first things on our first shakedown run that we realized, the sink that I had in here was a 12 by 12 stainless steel, and the interior was 10 by 10. Couldn't even put a plate in that. I should have realized that. Again, I've been in the trades all my life, but so we changed this out to an 18-inch round, much more functional. I also put in a sprayer as opposed to just having the faucet. You know, multifunction is better in this world. So you know, this is a towel rod that we use for a drawer prop also. I did put one more 100 watt panel on the roof because just to charge faster. You know, we were having no problems with the power, but we weren't getting a full charge back until 4 or 5 in the afternoon as we were running the fan all night long and everything. So I just threw another panel on there, and it's a 30% faster charge now. I do want to mention on all the windows and the top here, I used that foam insulated panel that I showed you, and I cut them to fit in size so that, whoop, I'm strapped in there. I cut them to fit so that they fit right into the window. When these are in place, like that, they fit in both windows. I put one on the top here also. The interior temperature here has not been more than 6 degrees higher than the ambient temperature in full sun. We were out in Moab, Utah. We were out in the Badlands. We were out in Colorado. We left the van all day long, closed up, everything pop covered, and opened the door. We have thermometers all over the place here. The highest temperature was 101 interior here that we saw. And you know, that's still warm, but if you don't have anything insulated, it'll be 140 in here, and everything melts and it makes everything work harder. So if you can, look into this. You can get this in a home center, Depot, Lowe's, any of that. It comes in various thicknesses. I used a ton of it on the roof and the sidewalls, if you look at my earlier videos. Inexpensive, easy to work with, saves you a ton of money in cooling and heating, trust me. That's about where we're at for now. You know, we're just in loving life. I just want to let you know that, you know, if anybody's interested in getting a vehicle on the road, doing it on their own, I would highly recommend the Nissan product. This thing drives as good as my, I had a Jeep Grand Cherokee. It rides really nice. This thing rides really well. If you're interested in me helping you out with a build, doing a build for you, leave me a message, contact me. I'll travel to you, whatever you want to do. If you want some information, I'll give you that also. So, I don't know, we'll be putting something else out there. I don't know when, but hope to see you soon. Thanks a lot.